find the right people at the right time for the highest good of all. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Archangel Michael, please protect this space here. Okay, if this found you, there's a message in here for you. I almost didn't do this channel, which never happens. Okay. Definitely, I shifted things around, and it's crazy because I literally almost forgot about this channel. My devices needed to charge, and I'm saying this for a reason, okay? Because it is connected to you right now. It's connected to this collective. You are going to see, and some of you guys, you already have pieces of the puzzle. You have pieces, you have some insight. There is a lot of unknown energy, but you're releasing that fear. You are releasing fear of patience. You are releasing fear of trusting the divine, okay? Fear of the unknown, because certain situations in your life, certain people, okay, structures that you had, jobs, environments here, it has pushed you to, there has to be something else. There has to be something better, okay? A lot of you guys are on this type of energy right now, okay? I'm literally hearing like you are on your one life to live timing. You are on your one life to live timing. You are on, and when I say that, I'm laughing because some of you guys know that soap opera, and that soap opera is actually like very connected to me. Like I know a lot of our, older people in our family love that, but actually that's kind of connected because you guys are really on your main character energy. Like you are fully, there's a part of you that's activated, and some of you guys shifted, okay? The last channel that I had said, something is going to be happening in the middle of the night, and some of you guys, that happened or something clicked. Maybe it was a dream here, okay? But you may have woken up with we're still getting that energetic interceptions. The energy is building. It's building, honey. Please do not, you need to learn how to truly laugh. You're gonna have to air sign it. I'm a Libra moon, okay? And there are certain parts of my placements that I have not honored in my life. I feel like I've always known my magnetism. And again, I'm saying this as a reflective energy. We are on FaceTime right now. We're vibing. Okay, get your cup of coffee. Literally, as soon as I started to, there is this engine revving. I don't know if you guys hear that. It was silent before I started this. Let me tell you, I'm still getting them little hiccups, them glitches, but I do have a very fortunate chart, okay? And I'm literally hearing lucky energy, lucky girl syndrome, lucky guy syndrome, just lucky energy, blessed energy. A lot of you, be honest with yourself, okay? Even if you were dealing with certain situations, you have always been a visionary. You have always had this star energy within you, this magnetism. You have had creativity. And you have dimmed a lot of your light. You've been around friends and environments where you needed to suppress yourself, okay? A lot of you guys have always been, drawn to the intuitive realm in some way. You've always felt magical and blessed AF, okay? You and God, and when I say God, I'm not talking about religion, but you and God, maybe you've always just had a divine connection. You've always felt special, as you should. As you should. And maybe you felt a little guilt about it. Maybe you felt a little guilt. You felt other people. I'm not saying you didn't have your own insecurities, but you felt other people's insecurities. Insecurities, okay? That they projected on you, or it's maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't talk about that. I'm telling you, you guys are becoming the most loud and proud. And I love your comments. I genuinely read them, even if I can't reply to all. Because I just feel it's like you're texting me. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's the tea? What's been going on? Okay? It's clicking. It's clicking. Your intuition is becoming super accurate. All right? And it's been accurate, but maybe you didn't listen to it. You gaslighted yourself. You had people around you that gaslighted you. You are clocking it. I told you. Child of God, divine favorite, God's favorite. Maybe you guys never said things like that. You struggled with saying chosen one. You struggled with these like super grandiose because you were afraid. You were afraid of being, narcissistic. Maybe you've had people around you that had these enlarged egos. Okay, so maybe you thought like, okay, especially your inner child. Okay, maybe you struggle with that with like parental figures or siblings. Like you just had people around you that had these egos where they couldn't check themselves. Maybe they didn't believe in therapy, all these different things, or you didn't have the resources for it. Right? So you became afraid. You shied away from anything that sounded too much, too confident. Like maybe you guys were not the type of people to look at yourself and be like, I look good. Okay, maybe you took some pictures, or maybe you didn't. I'm feeling some of this collective, you didn't. You shied away from it. Okay, so when you hear people say, no, I look good, I feel good, whatever, like that felt foreign to you. That felt foreign to you. There are a lot of things that felt foreign to you that it's going to feel natural to you. The way that you're speaking, I'm telling you, it's going to shock people with this new energy. With this new energy, very much unapologetic. And the thing that Spirit is saying, don't be afraid of this. Don't be afraid of it. You may feel like your head is getting a little heavy because that crown is very much on. And you're straightening it. Okay? And your angels are straightening it. So don't be afraid of this energy. You know why? Because this is a collective where you can trust yourself that you will forever be a student to life. You are open to therapeutic resources. You're open to being checked, okay? You want a beautiful life, and you know karma very well. This is a collective that has not always been perfect people, all right? You did what you had to do to survive. And a channel that was coming through all day was like, some of you guys have a fear of success, all right? Especially if you want to do anything, which I tell people, the fear of being seen and heard is not just about like literal fame. Like if you have a business, you need to release the fear of being seen and heard. That's something that you have to unblock. You have to work in that root chakra. You have to work in that solar plexus energy. You have to work on believing that you are protected and guided. Because even if you're not directly in front of the camera, directly, posting on your social media, that fear of seen and heard is gonna block people from your business. Okay? If you are afraid of being seen, how are you going to be seen by the right opportunities for you? Even if you don't have a business, even if you want, it's okay to want to work with a company. You don't all have to be an entrepreneur and have your own business, but like, how are you going to be seen by the right people for you? Okay. The right energies for you. You guys are fully coming out of your cocoon. Spiders could be significant. Dragonflies. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of like mystical energy. The Vampire Diaries. I don't know. I feel like I feel very also myself, like very Elena today. And I FaceTime my boyfriend. It was interesting because I literally was like, I love the color black. I'm like revamping my whole closet. I'm healing with you guys as well. I told you like, this is our tea. It's our tea time, right? I'm healing with you guys, and I'm just like really recognizing how much I don't resonate with anymore. Some of you guys are doing that, like the level of decluttering, the level of shifts and change, and I'm so excited about it. There is a momentum that you guys are going to feel excited. Maybe there are certain things in your life right now you're like, should I be more worried? Like you're going to start to feel detached, and you were always afraid of feeling like this. Because you've been around people who are just straight mean, okay? You have seen evil. You have witnessed it here. There are secrets. There are things that maybe you want to take to the other side, okay? You have secrets, things that you've seen, places that you've been, all right? And you're like, how can people do this? And again, forgive yourself. A lot of you guys were so afraid of stuff. Honestly, it's not even just about like success and multimillionaire, whatever. It's just like even simply being happy. Like you are going to realize as you continue to elevate, and you're elevating, you are elevating, the elevator is going up to the top floor, okay? Or the floor that's right for you. Some of you guys don't like heights, right? But that's okay. You're elevating to the floor that's right to you, for you. But you were afraid of simply being happy and energetically low-key blocking your blessings or allowing other energies and situations to block your blessings because you may have felt a lot of guilt. Guilt about being associated with certain things, okay? Guilt about doing what you had to do, okay? Maybe it was even your family. Maybe there were certain secrets and controversies that happened that you were afraid of, okay? Things that you did when you were younger, you didn't know any better. Things that you did when you were, all these, right? Like you were afraid of that. All right. But there is a fire. There is a spunk. There is a catalyst now. Okay. That's happening. And Spirit is saying, lean into this. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that even if you make a mistake, a misjudgment, whatever, that you are open to learning. That's the difference. Like I said, some of you guys have been around people who like were so detached that they didn't care. Like, I'm literally hearing this could be so specific. Like, people who were cheaters, people who, like, stole other people's man, people, like, you have seen characters. Like, how could you not care? How could you go to sleep at night and literally not care? All right? Very sensitive message. Maybe you saw your parents do certain things. You're like, how? How are you unfazed by that? So you started to become afraid of detachment. You started overcompensating for things that you didn't even really do. Maybe you were a bystander to certain things, okay? Again, maybe you know your shadow. There were times that you lived in your own shadow side. Forgive yourself, but don't let it, you deserve happiness still. You deserve peace. Don't let it block that. Don't let it block that. Okay? You're growing, you're learning. Human beings are inherently flawed, you know, but trust yourself to be happy. Trust yourself to have these blessings, to hold your head high, okay? Trust yourself to step into this level of magnetism and don't hold yourself back. I'm telling you, because Spirit is saying, and I've said this before with this collective has signed up to Earth School and is always like the wisdom, the words that come out of you guys and will come out, because like things that you had questions to, like I'm literally seeing Spirit is saying, they're showing me a vision of like, I'm seeing the Six of Swords in my mind's eye, but they're also showing me a vision of someone who's like standing on an island, and so islands, bodies of water could be significant, being by water, or beach house could be significant as well too. I'm also hearing like Miami, but it's like you're standing somewhere like on a horizon moment, or even a mountaintop moment. Okay, some of you guys, nature literally could be significant, or that's an activation that's coming in for you guys. All right, being in more beautiful places, having really spiritual experiences with nature. There's a connection there. All right, and I feel like you're gonna literally see things from a higher perspective, or a different perspective, and be like, oh my God. Like maybe you know, but y'all are supposed to feel your life. I saw this before. I'm honest. Sometimes like I need to start like writing it down so I could just credit people. But I don't know if I saw it on like TikTok or YouTube. But like someone was saying, like, I think it was TikTok, where it's like, yeah, create a life that feels good. This is a collective that is aligned with a life of feeling to heal. Okay, feeling. The experiences that you guys have may not all be documented. Even if there's a picture, it's like you literally just had to be there. You guys are manifesting and attracting, you just had to be there moments. Okay? You just had to be there. Like praying like, oh my God, I hope people can feel these feelings. There's no way you can be connected to such divinity, to soulfulness, to the highest understanding of God, and not expect to feel these beautiful magical moments. You did not always see your sensitivity as your superpower, all right? Some of you guys were crash outs, all right? And you still may have it in you. And I'm not even gonna lie, let me tell you, I'm an Aries stellium. I'm an Aries stellium. Mercury in Aries, Venus in Aries, Saturn in Aries. I'm a powerhouse, and I've run from that my entire life. And there were times, I'm gonna be very honest with you, college me. My dad, I used to say, all right, I am not daddy's little girl, but I am my father's child. I got the anger within me. I very much do. I do. But there is a balance coming in for y'all. There really is. Like I said, there is so much guilt being released from you. As you step into these opportunities that were made for you, these rooms, as you are signing the new contracts for your life, okay, as you are shifting out of these environments, these spaces, disconnecting from people that kept you limited, wanted to keep you in a box, okay, the box that you even wanted to keep yourself in at certain points, the boxes of fear, the boxes of doubts. As you're breaking out of this, you will literally be like, oh my God, this is what they were afraid of. This is what I was afraid of. Talking like this, going after certain things, being unafraid. living my best life. I literally was running from happiness. I literally was running from joy. I was trying to keep myself contained. And Spirit is saying, some of you guys, like the anger you feel, it's ancestral. It's ancestral. As I was having like really emotional conversations, I had a beautiful conversation with my best friend and a weekend, and it was so healing. All right, shout out to Sam down below. I will say down below, some of you guys know Sam Vasquez, right? An incredible reader. And we had a really healing weekend. You know, and this has been happening for me as well. Like I said, I told you guys I went to Ireland and I was anticipating, oh my God, I'm going to vlog so much. You know, we're going to do all this content. And it was so important for me to go through that because my higher self, my spirit had different plans. God had different plans. God said, you are going to live in the moment. Okay. You're going to have certain experiences that when you go back home and you meet with certain people, okay, or you're not even going to be able to really explain it. It's going to be very surface level. And that's exactly what happened. Like I was catching up with certain friends and, hold on, I'm talking about, I know ADHD brain, I could be all over the place, but if you guys get it, you get it. And I was catching up with certain friends, I'll be honest, like I felt like I was talking about it. I was like, nothing that I say is going to encompass what had happened. And maybe that's divine protection sometimes. You know what I mean? Maybe it is. Who knows? But even when it came to my socials, like I was posting, but there was so much magic and craziness as well. Sometimes it was shadow energy, but like you guys are literally gonna go through experiences. Like I said, it's like you are afraid of living and you're releasing all fear of life. What is that Weekend song that says, don't be scared to live again? That's like a channel song for you guys. Like, don't be scared to live again. All right, don't. Why am I seeing? All right, so these are the archetypes I'm seeing for you. They're definitely, I'm seeing leather jackets. I'm seeing motorcycles. Like this is I'm hearing Grease Lightning, that song coming up. All right. John Travolta. I'm seeing Jess from Gilmore Girls. If you get this, you get this. Just by me saying that. This is low-key your Blair Waldorf and Chuck Bass era. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be an adventure. I'm not going to say that you're not going to have some crazy times. That you're just like, what the hell? What did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Oh my God, I should have stayed in my shell. I should have stayed hidden. Why did I think I could do this? And then you're going to be like, I did it. Oh my God, I did it. You're going to be poking your head out the window, screaming in the wind. Woo! That was an adventure. Did you guys think that you went through, some of you guys like literally went through some of the scariest, and I don't mean to trigger anyone's trauma, but some of the most insane, scary nights that you did not know what was going to happen. All right. I did not know how this was going to pan out. If like, I didn't know if tomorrow would come. Like, let's be real. You did not come this far just to come this far. You did not go through all of that stuff. A lot of those situations that other people put you in, it wasn't even your responsibility. You did not go through all of that stuff. You did not fight all of those battles. Some of those battles weren't even yours to be like, live a basic life. You're not basic. I've said this before, but you guys are the type of people that people write movies about. Like, if the industry wasn't so weird, let's see how they, let's see, I'm scratch the surface of what I say now. But, you know, you guys are the people that people write award-winning movies and shows about. And you know this. I told you, these channels shouldn't be out of left field. It shouldn't be, if this channel is completely off and you don't resonate, it's not for you. But you know this. You've known this. You're great. You're great. Okay? There are some things that you guys have that you sometimes see, exactly, insights that you have had that you have, again, just felt bad about. You felt weird about. Why do I keep getting isolated? Why, you know, am I not fitting in? And you're just like, some of you guys, I'm literally seeing a vision of you strapped in on a ride, right? You're strapped in on a ride, and there are these other rides. You know, it's like, I'm seeing like King the Ka, like these big roller coasters, and you're on this ride, and you're seeing the people that you've known, and it's like, The seat is rejecting you. The buckle keeps unbuckling. And you're just trying to buckle the buckle. It keeps unbuckling. I'm also seeing this vision with a car. You're trying to get the seatbelt in, you can't get it in. But you're in the car, and it's like you should be with your friends, you should be with, people you've known, all right? Maybe people you've grown up around, whatever. You're in this car, let's go, you can't go, and you're feeling shame and stuff like, why? Like, I'm holding everyone up. No, honey, they're holding you up. You was never meant to be in that ride. And you're looking at other rides. You're looking at different cars, more luxurious cars, bigger cars, okay? Bigger rides, and being like, there's no way. There's no way that's for me. I'm trying to sit in this other little coupe, right? I'm trying to do that, and you're looking like, there's no way. You're avoiding it. You're avoiding it. Even though Spirit is calling you, you're like, that can't be for me. It gotta be for them. I didn't get those cards to life. Things have not worked out for me like that. But God is saying, yes, it's for you. It's for you. And it's been for you. The thing about these alignments that's aligning with you right now is like you're really going to be questioning maybe like manifestation or destiny, because it will feel so destined. It will feel so right. Maybe it doesn't even matter to define. Just enjoy it. Don't overthink these blessings. Just allow yourself to be present. Because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, you may feel some energetic interceptions. You may get some weird faces. Like, I'm not going to tell you that some people won't be very goofy and silly, Like, you will see masks fall off. When you are elevating, when you're choosing yourself and you're choosing your happiness, your health, your well-being, when you're making the boundaries, some people will really act a fool. And this is probably something that you were afraid of. Like, maybe you really shifted and dimmed, especially when it came to your family, like, to, like, make people feel comfortable. This is a collective that has had to grow comfortable, and you're still learning to do this with being misunderstood. Grow comfortable with the fact that, and it may hurt. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. It may hurt. You may have times when I'm literally seeing a vision of someone in a dressing room where you are accomplishing something and you do cry. Allow yourself to feel. Some of you guys, you will decide to do some type of intensive therapy at some point to work through some things. You will have certain moments that where you look around and you thought certain people were going to be in the audience. You thought certain people would be by your side. Okay, or people are acting up and you're like, why? And going back, I knew I was going to round back to my bestie, my incredible gem of a soul, Sam. I knew I was going to round back and say, like, yeah, some things that she said that just, like, hit. Healer needs a healer. Was like, maybe it's not for you to understand. Maybe that's a protection. You don't want to be in their mind. Okay, even being intuitive, sometimes, like, we get really the surface level of how bad it really could be. Do you know how much you've been protected from? Do you know how much? You have been protected. Okay? Protected. Another thing that Sam had said, why am I forgetting? Someone doesn't want you to hear it, but I'm gonna remember it. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. Sam had said, was like, with my Aries Solemn and everything, she was saying, like, it's ancestral anger, and it's there for a purpose. It's there for a purpose. Some of you guys, that shadow period you went through, that rebellious period, rebellious teenage period, survival mode, things that you did, things you did, what you had to do, experiences that really should bring on shame, you're alchemizing. And you're also looking at, like, the people that really should have shame, that are just really good at putting up a pretty picture, that just have the money, that just had different cards to life. There are people that should never want to show their face again. Why in the world am I afraid? Why in the world? Okay? Loud and proud era. Loud and proud era. Do not be afraid of yourself. Another channel song is Monster. And it's interesting because I'm only saying Nicki Minaj. So that's significant. So you guys are very connected to Nicki Minaj here. Okay. Maybe go to like a Nicki Minaj album. Oh, can't even say it. Yo. This fire sign era. Yo, people are not used to you being like this. They're not used to it. And they need to check themselves. Why are they not used to you being happy, being healthy, thriving? Why is that so uncomfortable? And why are they not used to it? Why didn't they pour into it? Why didn't they motivate you? Why did they not hold a mirror up to you? So you could have always seen what they see in you, the light, the love, the potential. Why? Triggered at you, but really mad at themselves. Monster. And Spirit has gotten me to say just Nicki Minaj. So maybe it's that Nicki Minaj verse, okay, coming through. Some of you guys know that by heart, right? I'm a motivated monster. You're going to be restarting your life. You're going to be restarting your life. There was a message coming out and I cannot miss it. And it was this specific card. And I thought it was so interesting. Balance is also a word for you guys. Balance. You guys are not, some of you are not, and however it is you do what you do, it's important to choose what's right for you. That this new life that you're creating, you need to select. You need to select the categories in your life. You need to select what is right for you. Unapologetically. Like, this is deep ancestral healing. Your ancestors thank God for you. I'm telling you right now, the blessings, the gifts from them on the other side coming through, the way that they're about to just thank you and praise you. Come on. Come on. The way they're making sure you get that back so you could create that new life. Oh my God. But we have balance will soon be restored as a lost love will reach out to you. Now, take this how it resonates. Because I will say I do see in my third eye multiple energies. Some of you guys are really the one that got away for some people. Okay, for some people. I was going to say a person, but for some people, take it how it resonates. There are some people that will live their life and not meet someone with the heart of gold and kindness and compassion and empathy that you had. Be careful who you play with. Their pride. And I feel like with this balance will be restored with a lost love, okay? The ball is in your court. Someone may try to reach out from the past. And you guys know, I'm not going to judge you. You know your story best. Just please don't allow toxicity in your life. Be honest with yourself, okay? Reflect on that. Make sure that, I'm not saying relationships got to be perfect, okay? Me and my boo go through it too. We do. But at least it got to align with healing. Two people got to be willing to heal, to learn, to grow. We've been through a lot, okay? In general, like in our independent lives, like, you know? And I really feel, why did I almost say Felix? Is Felix significant for someone? Somebody trying to come through. You guys are about to get a lot of attention. Attention that you didn't even think that you would get again. All right? Even some people trying to come through your dreams, because it's a spiritual world first, honey. Come through your dreams, do the most. We have the researcher coming out here. Television could be significant for you guys. This is like a mansion. Like, you guys are upgrading your home. Seeing something with Greece could be significant with you guys as well. Chess. Jewelry. Cartoons were coming out a lot. Cartoons, news reporters, okay? But with the researcher, there will be people looking you up. Looking you up, deep diving. Okay, researching, looking up your name, just wanting to understand. There may be some people like truly just obsessive in a way. Now you're safe and you're protected, but that's their own pride eating them alive. Just cannot believe that they let you fall out of their hands. And you were not fool's gold. You were a real gem. You were the real thing. And they let you fall out of their hands. Because of whatever fool's gold, the grass was greener on the other side because it was extremely fake. And especially with all these eclipses right now, there are some people waking up to that. I can feel the resistance waking up to that. It was so fake. Okay. Whew. So they will forever be an audience member. Yeah, you will go over there. You may feel their energy, but it's like, okay, you want to be an audience member to my life? Go over there. Watch from, the outside the club. You can't even get it. Like, go over there. And for some of you guys, you're such beautiful, sensitive souls. Like, you may actually feel it. Like, it may actually be like, why did you F up? Especially as you guys are aligning with these new realities, these new connections. And this doesn't just have to be romantic. It could be platonic as well. Okay? Like, maybe you really did want some people to be with you, next to you, to celebrate with you. It was painful. It was real. But you really are people. You don't wish bad for people. You want them to learn. And that's between them and God. Their karmic lessons. But I don't feel like, for some people, because some people really, whatever. You guys don't wish bad for some people. I don't know. Wish what you want to wish. But anyways. Yeah. They're going to be looking y'all up. They're going to be looking you up. Okay? I also got a situation that is in your life that looks hopeless. It's going to be transforming. Whoop! All right, Spirit, loud and proud. Transforming into one of the most beautiful life stories. And you guys are like, whether or not you're a writer, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands in the reverse. What's going on here? Hold on. Wait, hold on. You guys are equipped with stories. Like, you are that older person that people love to, like, your grandkids, okay, or your kids, or just people will want to sit around and just listen. Like, you are that cool person. Like, you are already the cool auntie. Maybe you guys are already that, you're already the coolest grandparent. You are already that person that, like, you just have these friends and people want to, like, go to coffee with, and it's just like, I just want to pick your mind. Like, people will just want to pick your mind. What? Like, I'm seeing Titanic coming up. It's like that type of vibe. Oh my gosh, you were here to live your best life. You were here to live your best life. You were here to live your best life. I'm so proud of you. And proud of you for what you're going to accomplish, because you will. What's to come. I gotta figure out what's going on here. You clearly are on the right path. Okay, we have be open to new possibilities. Twists and turns are in store for you. The more you resist these changes, the more challenging they may feel. Yeah, it's really going to be very hard to fake it. Like, when I came back from Ireland, I already knew I was going to come back different. I was surprised with how different. There were just certain, like I said, interactions. I was like, I can't. Like, my body didn't even respond the same anymore. Change. This is what you knew was within you. Some people were afraid of, even you were afraid of. The fact that, like, oh my God, if I really realize, get a piece of the joy and, like, an insight, if I get a piece, okay, and realize the bigger picture, realize the life that I could live outside of what I've been living, I'm not going to want to go back. I'm not going to want to turn back. And that's okay. That's okay. You guys are meant to be walking legacies. You are already a legacy, walking legends. That's something that Irish people say. You're a legend, you're a legend, you're a legend. You are legends. You're a legend. You're a legend. Hearing song Legend by Drake. Young Money, Cash Money, Millionaire could be significant. 2 of Cups, divine love, power couples. Some of you guys could be in a power couple union, or you're meeting your match. I've been seeing rainbows everywhere. I also keep hearing lights, camera, action, okay? I'm hearing dreams restored. Destinies. Destinies are being unlocked here. You guys are fully understanding your soul contract. You're understanding your Akashic records coming in here. We have a lot of reversals going on here. Page of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay, I've been getting so many channels about careers. Okay, job changes and careers, especially if you have, I'm picking up, honestly, I'm not even going to put zodiacs in general because I'm like getting too many, but I'm picking up like heavy earth. I will say, I literally said I'm not going to do it. I do it. Right? I'm going to do it. Do it anyway. Not going to miss anything that's meant for you. Yeah, this kind of is just giving me like very karmic environments. This energy, even if it's not specifically work, but it feels like someone wanted you to be a forever assistant to their life. They wanted you to be an assistant. They wanted you to forever, like, it's like, I'm gonna give you just enough to keep you and make you think like this is the furthest you can go. Okay, now I'm definitely picking up, like, this is, I say pocketbook friend. Like, you are just equipped. You always have something. You always have the hairbrush. You always have the lip gloss. You always got it. Okay? Take that how it resonates. Some people just wanted you to aid in their shine. And as you are taking back your power, as you're having boundaries, as you're no longer available, as you're pouring into yourself, you are going to see, like, magic being undone. Like, you're going to see, like, you're going to be like, was that a spell? Being undone. Like, life literally, it's, I'm telling you, you guys are going to start really just, like, expanding your spiritual mind when it comes to siphoning, when it comes to maybe, like, destiny swapping. It's interesting. I just saw, like, a pickup truck, a towed, like, something being towed. I literally saw a truck being towed in front of me. Yeah. You're going to start to see a cookie crumble without you being associated with certain people. All right? When you were struggling to get your life in balance, when you were struggling here, especially if they know that you are in tune with spirituality, okay? But you're going to be like, it's like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. No Tinkerbell. You're no longer going to be Tinkerbell. No, Tink. You tink for yourself. You know? You do it yourself. It's like someone, I keep hearing, like, employee, like, you had certain people in your life, friends, lovers, maybe family members have really had you like an employee. And wanted to give, oh my God, a gold star, employee of the month. Keep going. Like, I'm seeing the office energy coming through. Like, that type of energy, okay? Keep going, employee of the month. And you're like, no, do it yourself, dude. Do it yourself. 7 of Swords. A swiper, no swiping. Okay? There could be something here, like, specifically with theft as well. Ooh, we have a force of nature. Yeah, you guys are really going to be connecting with, like, nature on a deeper level, or herbs. Some of you guys could really, I keep hearing profound spiritual experiences coming up. Retreats could be significant here, okay? But I feel like there's just this constant soul searching, but it's just, maybe you did a lot of soul searching with, like, reading or just, like, being at home here, okay? But this abundance coming in, you guys are going to have magical experiences. Okay, trips, if you understand what I'm saying there. Astral trips, magical experiences that will forever change you. You are going to get spiritual insights. Again, facing these fears. Maybe you were afraid of psychosis. Now ground yourself, make sure, you know what I mean? Like, do what's healthy for you. But you're about to be, like, forever changed. Maybe you've already had a preview of it, but you are just so living life unapologetically. And I literally feel like the more that you lean into these experiences, the more the universe is going to reward you. Okay? Because you guys are not selfish people. You're not selfish people. You want other people to rise to their potential. I mean, literally hearing some people are meant to actually work for you guys. Okay? Like, you are the one that people are meant to work for. And you're the type of person that's like, oh, I want you to expand out of here. Like, go. If someone wants to quit, go live your life. I'm not going to, like, hold you out to go. Because, so many people. Okay, I'm definitely talking to, like, bosses here. So many people. Like, you've had your own experiences with people who wanted to siphon your energy and keep you hostage. You're like, honey, go. Okay? Like, you guys are really going to have very powerful relationships where you're so secure in yourself, okay? Where you're like, you want your partner to be ambitious as well. You want you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to siphon your energy. You want your friends to also have their own thing going on. You can't, you're going to go, like, hiking wherever and you can't talk to me for a little bit. All right, that's fine, Or you're just going to be defining what's right for you and attracting exactly that. You guys will be experiencing new connections, friendships, soul family. All right? Maybe you didn't have the best relationship with your mother or father, but the universe, God is going to be like, oh, you're going to feel that fatherhood with someone. Doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe it's not going to be romantic. You're going to feel that generosity with someone. You're going to feel that level of protection. Some of you guys are being divinely guided to a neighborhood where you have a neighbor that just is in tune with you, that becomes forever family. This is this connection. Wow, this is this connection. Interesting. This is this connection between you and God. At some point in your journey, you guys said, I don't just want to manifest random-ish. I don't want to be in rooms that I'm not meant to be in. There was an internal moment that happened. You said, I want the most beautiful, magical, soulful experiences. Shape me and prepare me, okay? Prepare my intuition, prepare my discernment. Guide me, God. Hold my hand the entire way. Angels, show this spirit. God, even if I don't understand what you are, guide me. Show me in so many different ways what you are, how you feel. Okay? Show me the God within. What am I? This soul searching isn't going to stop, and you're going to get profound answers, you guys. I told you, whatever made you feel small is because you are about to have so much going on in the right directions. The life that you're here to live is no joke. It is no joke. You're healing your relationship with your schedule. And this is where Spirit is bringing me back to the needs. Cabins could be significant. I told you a lot of spontaneity, Sagittarius code, activated. I can't even say this because I'm telling you, it's like I'm literally seeing someone shifting out of vortex and there's resistance. And every single day you are getting spiritually stronger, getting more intuitive here, getting more courageous, trusting your process more. Every single day, you're feeling it more and more, even if there's a moment. It says, why aren't you resting? 4 of Swords coming up here. You could have been seeing 4 for 4, a lot of stability. Need. This word need. No, I need time off. Some of you guys have worked yourself to a brink, I'm literally seeing in my mind's eye TikTok where someone was showing that they fainted on a job. How many times? I remember that I literally was so sick, couldn't barely walk. And I was working retail. And I remember at the time, the other coworkers used to look at me well, I have a Leo rising 2 year old, just a lot of fire energy. And I used to just be because when the higher ups would come to check everything out, I was a great employee, really amazing. My numbers were always high. And I just remember being we're being paid minimum wage. When they would want us to be uptight and just scared and stuff, I literally would be we're being paid minimum wage. I can't even really afford to live a proper life with this. And a proper life is I can't afford to take a vacation. That's a proper life because that's a normal life. So I used to just be I couldn't even afford for my own place. I was just I'm being paid minimum wage and you guys have me here I'm in some type of militia or something. That's insane. And they used to be Natija, why do you you can't say those things here. I'd be well, and I'll never forget, I also have a thing, and I want to know if you guys have it too. When it's time for you to leave a certain job, we are literally in our own worlds. We're all connected, but in our own worlds. When it's time for you to leave a certain job, I've had this where it's oh, and I think it's because I'm also an earth sign, and earth sign sometimes can take a while. As much as I have a lot of fire in my chart, I'm still a Taurus, Mars and Taurus, so I'm it literally, people will start leaving. People will legit start leaving. So I remember I was at this job and people just started leaving, going to other companies and stuff. And my boss used to just give me breadcrumbs, oh my God, you're so, hype me up, you're so amazing, you're so this, I need you, all these different things, right? I remember I was so sick. I was picking up extra shifts. I'm not getting paid. I'm getting paid more because I'm picking up extra shifts, right? And I was also doing work that I shouldn't have been doing. So some of y'all know this all too well. And I remember me being so sick, and I never called out of work. And I had sick days, piled up, never called out of work. Literally, I think my boss begged me to come in that day. And I was I cannot come in. Mind you, I was handling food. I was so sick. Runny nose could not. And I was wow. I could collapse on this floor. I'm saying that for a reason. If you guys are even remotely close, this is your sign that God is not going to allow that. You're going to be taken out of those situations. Okay? Even if you're holding on, you're scared that there's going to be no security, you're going to be taken out. Because some of you guys are struggling with habits and routines and actual illness, mental health. And it's because of certain roles in your life that the divine is shifting right now. That's waking you up right now. But we have, why aren't you resting? No, that vacation is a need. That time off is a need. Yeah, that's a need. It is. That time for joy is a need. That celebration is a need. It's not an extra. Your whole life you have been taught that you serving other people, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, especially if you work for a company, you making your money, but you making money for other people, you have been taught that those roles in other people's lives are the most important things. Okay? Like even the school system. Like how much those grades can, I'm be so real. Sometimes it's more, and I have nothing against education. I love education. Like I just commend anyone who has a master's degree, who's educated. I want to learn. I may go back to school at certain points, but at the same time, on my own timing. I remember what students used to go through. I was not in any AP. I had horrible ADHD, was undiagnosed, okay, and didn't really have parents that really, they didn't believe in mental health, to be honest, mental health issues. So, yeah. But I remember, the mental health and the stories that were unreleased, by the way, that should have been in the news of what students used to go through. Okay? I remember certain parents and coaches and what they used to do. All stories that I felt like should have been on the news and televised. Hidden. There's so much that's not televised, that's not spoken about, not taken seriously. I remember. So there's certain things that are literally needs that God is aligning you with. And this has been coming up. God and your spirit team needs. This money coming in, it is for joy. Go have the best time of your life. That's a need. Okay? For some of you guys, your creativity, some courses, some classes here, those singing lessons, that's a need. You healing your inner child, that's a need. That is a need. That's a part of your process. It is a need for you to have a certain life, because there needs to be someone who grew up the way that you grew up with the cards to life. They need to see that there's a way out, and you're living proof of it. You having 1 million followers, that's a need. Because there's a certain collective that God is orchestrating. That's a need. It's not a cute idea. It's not a cute little thing you do. It's a need. Okay? And God is going to show you that. God is going to show you that. You guys are the real celebrities. Your God and your goddess energy, your emperor and your empress energy is being activated. You having time, creatives needs time to process. That's a need. It's not a cute little idea. It's not you being lazy. It's a need. And Spirit is going to show you that. 4 and 5 steps coming up. 4th house energy, 5th house energy, 5th house creativity, romance, a need. Okay? I'm even hearing like a babysitter for you and your partner to go enjoy, to heal your relationship coming in. A need. Right now you are attracting. God is showing you needs. Your needs. Coming up here. Thank you, Spirit. All right. I remember, it's so interesting. Sometimes when you talk about things you want to accomplish, and I really do have compassion and empathy, because I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment and everything. And one thing I will not do is, as much as I may have gotten, and a lot of you guys think like this too, energetic projections. You know what I mean? My family is Guyanese and Caribbean, and there can be a lot of limited mindset and lack mindset. I'm not going to act a fool or just like elevate and act like I don't understand the trauma. I may have to make boundaries for myself, but I can empathize and I can understand. I'm a Black woman. I can understand. You know what I mean? I can understand the anger. I can understand the trauma. I can understand I can understand all of it. It's unfair. It is unfair. So let's go ahead. But I do know there would be times that I would talk about it. I think I talked about it last time. Ace of Cups. Oh my God. What I say you're about to feel. Look at these cycles. The eye. Like, this is so symbolic. Okay. Ooh. A lot of you guys are going to, I'm hearing something about kids have been coming up a lot. All right. Blessings, financial blessings for you, for your children is coming in, I'm hearing. Okay, for your families. I'm hearing something about healthcare, but these cycles that's coming up for you, like you are about to make some of your best memories, Spirit is saying, within the next couple of months. Your best memories. I'm telling you, even if you're not a writer, you're going to want to write a book. You know, you're not a screenwriter, you're going to want to write a book, you're going to sing a song, you're going to dance, you're going to be like, I'd do something. You got to freaking open something. And this is a divine plan. You guys are creating the whole new world. Maybe that's God's plan. Okay? The eye as well, that divine, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be talking about certain things I wanted to accomplish, and look at all that abundance coming into the Hangman. And there would be like people that would feel uncomfortable. Like I told you when I wanted to move, like they literally, I had an issue in my apartment. I remember I had family members and I had like some friends saying that grew up, you know, also in New York. And they were like, because New York can be a place that's very, you know, it can be cold. It can be cold. And I am not, that's just, again, my opinion. Yes, it can be authentic, but at the same time, I will just say as a child of immigrants, there's a lot of toxicity, especially in like immigrant culture. Like, and I'm not saying this out of like a space of everyone deserves to be here. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a lot of toxicity when you feel like you have to, hold yourself back, you know, for your family. And I will just say that, you know, but please, I'm not saying that in a political way. Please understand me, like, this world is God's world. People deserve to be where they want to be, right? But especially because of those restrictions, there's a lot of pain. You know, the restrictions, a historical trauma, and I have empathy and compassion for that. But what I will say, there's a lot of this idea of like, oh, you need to endure. If you get this, you get this. I need you guys to comment and reply to this. You need to endure. You should endure. You know what I mean? I endured, so you should endure. And I remember I was going through some issues and I was talking to people. No one was taking me seriously. And the only person that said, you need to move out of here, was my friend who was a medium, who literally saw that the super at the building was a creep. Okay, and I remember I was saying it, I don't feel safe, I don't feel safe, I don't feel safe. Everyone was like, you're from New York, you should endure, this, all these different things. I didn't feel safe until the man was climbing through my window. Yeah. And came into my apartment drunk. Yeah, the only person that said, you need to get out of there as soon as possible, the divine will help you out, was someone who was a medium. Get out of here. Legend by Drake. Ooh. Legendary. What you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. God is redirection. Redirection, exactly. Redirection is coming up. Redirecting your focus. I can't say that one. But it's the song that Fairy, which is interesting because I was talking about Tinkerbell. Fairy activation, magic activation. You guys heal people in many ways, especially romantically. Bright aura. Legend ones come out again. Let's get some last ones because these channels been longer, but for a reason. You got a lot coming in. Love blockages, okay? This is something that is currently healing. You may have been like, why do I always attract this? Why am I not being committed to? A lot of those whys are going to be answered, okay? Soulmate activation, soul unions, okay? This is why it didn't, God is about to show you why it didn't work out with anyone else. So move. I literally was just going to say, some of you guys are not in the right location and you're going to be moving. You're going to be getting out of there. Some of you guys are just like, you're going to realize like, oh my God, maybe my family was blocking this. Oh my God, maybe, you know, my friend was blocking this. Oh my God. And it's real. My job was blocking the people that I was meant to meet. A lie is a lie. You guys are going to be finding out answers of people who lied to you. Who lied to you. Who wasn't really there for you, okay? There could be a particular situation where someone lied to you. And I'm like seeing it in my mind's eye. I'm hearing third-party situations coming up here. Okay, past situations, a lot of past situations. You are going to be getting a lot of truth. God is revealing. You are literally so divinely connected. You are the worst person to play, the worst person to lie to, because you will find out. It will always be revealed to you. Career shift, and that's what I was channeling, career shifts, and we have, they're trying to bring you down. Come on. Come on. All right, I'm gonna get some last cards. A decision is gonna be made soon. Whether you're making a decision or a decision about you, change your mind and change your life. You have been changing your mind. You're getting your dharma, okay? Blessings coming in here, all right? I'm hearing the next 6 months are going to be life-changing. Just taking what I'm hearing. The world deleted coming up, and then we have the world between things. Like, I'm telling you, you guys have like this spiritual teacher mode that's just activated. Like, people, you're gonna school people, whether or not you actually, you know, are a life coach. You just can't help it, because there were things that with the world deleted, things that you have overcome. There are so many cycles that you close out, okay? Cycles that you never thought you would get away from. And it's like, there are people that need to hear that. Even if you guys, like, I'm seeing a vision of someone posting one video and it going viral, or the right people seeing it, okay? And sometimes it's just the right people. You know, sometimes it's not always about views. It's just the people who are meant to see it will see it, okay? And then we have the world between things coming out here. You guys definitely, I feel like you're just accepting so much about seasons in your life. Okay, that's this fearlessness. I'm picking up, like, there may be some things that you pick up and you're only meant to experience for a couple of months, and maybe you were so afraid of that, like, lack there of security, you know, like maybe, you know, I'm picking up like a sport or a hobby or something that, again, you're only meant to experience for a little, and then Spirit's like, oh, there's another chapter. And maybe you were afraid of that. You're like, oh, I really want that security. I really want, you know, because you didn't have that, but you were just feeling way more secure in God and way more secure in the divine. Okay, I'm going to have to get quickly what's happening in the next 24 hours. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to use this stick. Okay, we have the intentions of a secret admirer will be known. You guys are going to notice a lot more activity on your social media. Okay, maybe some people texting you. Like, you are going to notice, all right, that, oh, like, things are shifting. Like, your numbers are going up. Your followers are going up. Your money is going up here. And that admirer doesn't just have to be super romantic. Some of you guys could even be jobs. Okay, I'm seeing like LinkedIn here, like certain people like looking you up here, certain people wanting to connect with you, admiring your content, admiring what you do. All right, like, you're gonna notice, like, oh my God, someone may DM you or reach out to you next 24 hours. Yeah, you will soon embark on a creative project that will enrich your life here, okay? There's going to be some type of creative boost in the next 24 hours here. All right, a collaboration could be significant, a plan that you're going to make with someone next 24 hours. All right, and you will soon go to an event and meet someone who will play an important role in your life here, okay? Yeah, I'm picking up a lot about a new plan, a new door that Spirit wants you to go into, okay, in the next 24 hours. I'm hearing get the ball rolling. Motorcycles are a sign here. I'm still getting this name, Anna. Lisa is coming up here. Something here about, like, Katie, K-names, next 24 hours. I'm hearing get the ball rolling. This is, like, not a slow down time. Things are being expedited in your life. Delivery trucks could be significant. Spirit's trying to get you this money, this bag in the next 24 hours. That's the truth. Your guys are trying to get you this bag in the next 24 hours, and that is going to be so apparent. Okay, yo angels ain't playing. Yo ancestors, it's time to go. It's time to go. Get out of here. Get out of this timeline. Get out of this cycle for good. Close the door. Okay, shut the cycles off. It's done. You gotta go, and you're going. All right, I love you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.